Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. Thursday, June 23rd. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Florida Lacrosse News. This is Lee Roggenberg, your host. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage everyone you know to do so. Please like the videos. If you are a business owner or a marketing manager and want to tap into the audience of this program, plus the rest of the channels and platforms throughout the Florida lacrosse news world, please get in touch with us. We're certainly looking to expand our use of these platforms to help you grow your business. Okay, first thing that I caught this morning, excellent news for the Florida lacrosse scene. American Heritage Delray senior Carli Fleischer was named the USA Lacrosse Magazine National Girls Player of the Year. National. Number one player in the nation, according to that publication. Carli, congratulations. She is a Northwestern commit. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on you next year as a freshman, and hopefully you will continue that great success going forward. Again, congratulations to her, to the school. This is Coach McLean's second National Player of the Year, and it just continues to show the wonderful advancement of the sport in this state, and let's keep it going. Also, yesterday we posted Matt, I guess it's Bedo, it's pronounced, Tampa men. He was a defenseman. He was named the Sunshine State Conference Male Athlete of the Year, not just for lacrosse, every sport on the male side for the conference. Matt was named the Athlete of the Year. Congratulations, Matt. Congratulations to the program. The NLL Awards finalists have been announced. I'll put that up later today with the nominees, 3 for each particular award. I did take a quick look through, didn't really see much in the way of a Florida contact, unfortunately. But we've been kind of following NLL here a little bit here and there on the website, so we'll put that up for your reading. Chaos released Andrew Q to the player pool. Unfortunately, Andrew, the Tampa grad, one of the few Florida connections in PLL on a roster, and now is back in the player pool, which brings me to a little bit of a gripe. I sent an email at least 7 days ago now to PLL. I've been hoping that they would be updating their transaction page. Unfortunately, yesterday when I looked, it was still stuck on June 7th. Here we are more than 2 weeks later. Believe me, if we have Florida links to players that are either moved up to a squad or just like Andrew moved back to the player pool, we want to be able to follow that in some way and report it to the viewership. So PLL, if anyone is out there listening, please update the transaction page and please make it a habit to do so those of us out here can follow it. Believe me, it's not as small a deal as you think it is to those of us who are covering the sport. Mentioned on Tuesday, Casey Powell inducted to the PLL Hall of Fame inaugural class. I want to bring in an update on something that kind of never really got off the ground. Those of you who remember in the high school season, late in the season, we had an incident between Stoneman Douglas and West Broward on the field. Both teams were banned from participating in the FHSAA playoffs. And in all likelihood, both of them probably would have made the bracket. When I asked for the redacted details, they wanted to charge me over $100 for it. And to be honest, unless someone out there feels like paying for it, I just can't see spending the money on that in order to see what is unredacted names. I mean, we've had eyewitness reports that came in. It was an ugly incident, or even incidents, if you want to put them all together. should not be anywhere near the sport. And I hope that players and those in the stands have learned their lesson about maybe dialing it down a little bit. There's no point in getting yourself so worked up. And anyone who comes on the field, that's just, I'm sorry, you just don't do it. You have to rely on the process and the referees and let it go with that. Okay. We have the Inside Lacrosse Committed Academy for the women next week. I believe it's on the 27th. It starts. This is where Inside Lacrosse brings rising seniors and graduating seniors who've committed to colleges. They invite them up, and basically they try to keep the players as together to the college teams that they've chosen as possible. Usually it's more than one school on each team. I think there were 375 people picked. And of the 375, it looks like we have 16 going up there. So I just wanted to run off the names. Steinbrenner has 4. Taylor LaPointe, class of 23, who's going to Northwestern. 23, Catherine Prentice, going to Xavier. 23, Caitlin Price, going to Brown. And 23, Rory Prillick, going to Stetson. American Heritage Delray has 2 players going. 2023, Peyton Bajak is going to Virginia Tech. And we have Alexandra Dorr, also 2023, going to Denver. Pontevedra is sending Anna Taraboletti. 2023 is also going to Vanderbilt. We've got 2 Pinecrest young ladies. We have Ella Bishara, 2022, who's on her way to Colgate. And we also have Alexandra Gladding, 2023, who's going to Vanderbilt. Academy of the Holy Names, Lauren Brown, also a 2023, going to Vanderbilt. Naples High's Lane Calkins, a 2022, who's going to Princeton. We have Vero Beach's Joy Coffey, a 2022, who's going to High Point. Episcopal School has a couple. Sophia Chepanek, 2022, who's going to the inaugural year of Clemson. And Keely Cleland, 2022, is going all the way out west to Arizona State. We have Lake Island Prep's Jacqueline Jaskowicz, 2022, is going to Georgetown. And Newsom's Samantha Swanovich, 2023, who's going to Rutgers. That's 16 names. That's terrific. That's quick. That's about 4% of the total going to the national event. And that's just, again, showing once again the outburst of great players coming out of our state. Congratulations to all of you. Enjoy the week. And maybe if one of you wants to write a little bit something about the experience, please feel free to get in touch with us. Okay. I don't think it was shown on TV, but at halftime of the PLL game on, I believe, Friday night, I don't know if it was the first or the second game. And being a New York Islander fanatic myself, it was kind of funny to see Matt Barzel, star center for the Islanders, on the sideline throwing the ball around at halftime. Matt is I believe, a Vancouver native originally, or at least in that area. Sure, he's like so many other Canadian NHL players, certainly loved the box game in the off season. And certainly by the way he was throwing the ball, he looked like he knew what he was doing with the stick. So again, nice to see a little crossover there. Last thing I want to touch on is, and I've touched on this before, summer season is fully in swing. Anytime you go out to a club event, you're going to see an awful lot of demand for referees. And there's an awful lot of money that can be made on those weekends if you're working the full weekend. College players in particular I would certainly urge you to go get your licensing, go get your certification, whatever it's going to take so that you can get on that field and put an awful lot of pocket change in your pocket for the week. So, go ahead, please. I encourage all the college players out there, look into the refereeing certification process. Get in touch with your local chapter. I'm sure that your coaches know who to contact. After all, they have to hire referees for your games too. So get in touch and certainly go ahead and start that process and make that money. Okay. On a personal note, I am going to be moving from Boca to Pompano in the upcoming month. A little bit of a change, but something that I'm looking forward to. I've been in Boca pretty much since coming down here in 1991. And it's going to be nice to maybe get a little bit of a different flavor of living down here. It will make it a little bit more difficult to travel the games because I'm going to be on Federal Highway. And maybe I'll go see a couple of more games on the Broward side, a little bit less on the Palm Beach. To be honest, as you know, during the season this year, I cut back substantially in the number of games in person. But it's we'll see how it sort of turns out, and hopefully it'll be the last move before I end up in a nursing home, and hopefully my son will not be choosing it. He'd probably do a pretty good job choosing it anyhow. But it was, it's been 30 plus years already. I've been down here and in Boca almost the entire time, and it's obviously I'll have to find some more outlets. So if we miss a couple of the morning coffees over the next couple of weeks, it's going to be because that day might be the day of the move or something along those lines. So be patient with me next couple of weeks, and look forward to on the other end picking up where we left off. Okay. Again, if you missed the first part of the broadcast, if you're a business owner, marketing director in charge of advertising money, please get in touch with myself or Mark Geddes. We certainly are now looking. We feel we now finally built out the platform. We've held off really soliciting in the past because we wanted to make sure we're in multiple locations, can offer package. So now we've got Varsity Sports Network. We can do something with Brevard Sports Network if you're up in that area. We can do stuff with this YouTube channel, with the website. The demographic is wonderful. So please get in touch with us if you have any interest, and we can sit down and talk. Okay. As usual, grow the game, respect the game, honor the game. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News, saying so long from the Sunshine State.